Xerfi Global has recently published a study on telecom operators in Europe, which decrypts a sector that seems to be in the doldrums, at least on its home turf. While the global market has got back on its feet after the crisis and has been growing at a slow but steady rate of 3% per annum since 2010, the European market has been on a downward slide for the last 5 years. In 2008, the industry generated over 287 billion euros in revenues. In 2013, this figure slumped to around 264 billion euros. This drop can be put down to the generally challenging economic conditions that have been affecting the old continent, but is also the consequence of a high level of market saturation, measures taken by European legislators to cap telecom service prices, and unpleasantly heated rivalry. Indeed, market saturation is a major issue in the region. Mobile phone subscriptions have exceeded 100% in Europe. There were around 127 mobile subscriptions per 100 inhabitants in 2013. What is more, smartphone penetration rates are the highest worldwide at around 50%, leaving little room for volume growth. Growth through pricing is also hampered, as European legislators have implemented a series of measures to cap the price of telecom services within the EU, both at retail and wholesale level. For example, the maximum permitted roaming charge for making a call has been cut from 43 euro cents in 2009 to 24 euro cents in 2013, which has, of course, done little favours for telecom companies' profits. Against this less than rosy background of a mature market combined with downward pressure on prices, several major European telecommunication operators have recorded revenue and profitability decreases in the region. So, what can be done? Strategically, telecom operators in Europe have few cards to play. One option is to desperately attempt to retain market share. Telecom operators are particularly focused on customer retention through the bundling of offers which cover a combination of voice and data services. Double play services, that is to say landline telephony and fixed broadband, or fixed broadband and TV, have been largely replaced by triple play bundles, fixed voice, broadband and TV. Moreover, quadruple play offerings have been implemented recently to provide mobile voice and data services in addition to triple play services. According to the European Commission, the number of quadruple play offerings has doubled between 2011 and 2012. The other strategic option is to increase average revenue per user. In this respect, there is good news, as data usage is rising considerably, fueled by the increasing use of smartphones. This opens a potential revenue window allowing, firstly, novel business models designed to enhance monetization schemes and maximize potentially significant advertising revenues, and secondly, increased sales through next-generation networks such as 4G, whose faster speeds justify higher fees. Another, more promising option is to look beyond Europe's horizon and to tap into the growth that is being seen on a global level, particularly driven by emerging markets. Over 1/3 of revenues of Europe's top 18 telecom companies is already generated outside of Europe, and when taken individually, the share of overseas revenues even exceeds 50% for Portugal Telecom, Norway's Telenor, and Spain's Telefónica. The sales growth in emerging markets has propelled further investments in countries outside Europe. For example, over the past 5 years, Telefónica has spent more than half of its total capex in Latin America, while Vodafone invested 29% of its capex in Africa and India. it seems that European telecom operators thus currently see a brighter future beyond their home borders.
This report, which has recently been published by Xerfi's Global Business Department, draws on the expertise of our international team. As part of the Global Business Collection, the report provides the information, analysis and forecast required to decipher the key issues of the sector and benchmarks the major players to understand their position on the market. The aim of this research is to measure the attractiveness of the sector and to analyze the competitive forces of the market in today's global economy. It is presented in an easy-to-read format detailing, among other things, the general environment influencing market supply and demand, the intensity of competition, the sector's key players, their financial situation, recent events and strategic approaches, and the future direction of the industry. To order or to find further information on this report or others in our collection, please feel free to consult our website at xerfiglobal.com.